So wondered, I've always wondered how um, people you call existentialists, if you try to check out the meaning of that word, the kind of people that are referred to as existentialists, you know, I think the idea that you want to live an impactful life, you try to, you can't help to, if you happen to be, um, find yourself wondering if you are such a person, you can't help but to think how people who achieve so much in their life, manage to do so in such a short time, so to speak. Because at the end of the day, we all share the same time, and we are all entitled to the same time. Mr. A, Mr. B, Mr. C, their sun rise and set at the same time. But you wonder, how do they find time, to achieve extra? If when you look around you, you are very likely to see, even all over the internet. What am I saying? You like to see great achievers. Sometimes you wonder, sometimes you struggle with time, properly allocating your time and even finding time to do things, to bet ideas that's always been in your mind. And you can't help to wonder, how do these people do it? How do they really do it? You know. But there's a secret. There's a secret I just, thought about, and it makes it makes all the sense in the world. Because I tried it, and to my greatest surprise, it's actually yielding fruit. I think it's proper allocation of time. At every point, you know, at every time in a day, you should, if you are chasing a purpose, if you want to make an impact in your life, if you are living purposefully, and if you want to fulfill, you have a clear vision of what you want to achieve, you should allocate your time on daily basis properly, you know, towards achieving those goals. So there's a saying, when you watch, if you watch Matrix, I think Reloaded, the Merovingian said, and it's a very catchy phrase: how do you have time when you don't take time? That statement is deeper than it appears on surface level. How do you have what you've not taken? That's what it's actually saying. So most times we see that we find ourselves saying, repeatedly saying, we don't have time to do this, we don't have time to do that, we don't have time. But you've not taken time. Think about it. That thing you want to read, that book you want to read, that piece you want to write, you can't find time to do it. But in the haze of your busy day or your activities, there's always time. There's always this fraction of time you can steal away, and for something that you've always wanted to do. It's possible, and that's how great achievers achieve great things. They have learned the art of taking time to do, in taking time and allocating it to what they feel is important and what they want to achieve. Sometimes we do too little too much, you know. But when you learn to apportion time to important things, when you learn to manage your time, when you learn to, you know when you are frittering away time on things that are not worthwhile, that are not worth your while, then you begin to appreciate the value of time. Time is one currency that you can never get back. It comes. Once you have it and you've lost it forever. So I think this is an interesting topic that we will have to elaborate more on later, but it's something that you progress with. You don't learn it overnight. You don't wake up and voila, you know how to manage your time. It's actually something you develop, a habit you develop, you inculcate over a period of time, and before you know it, you you look back and you see that you achieve more in those times that you used to think you don't have, in those limited periods that you used to think you don't have. But you see that when you see how much you've achieved in a small space of time, just by more effective time management, you see that um, you've actually not been taking time. The time is there, but you've not been taking it. But you've been complaining that you don't have time for this, you don't have time for that. It's possible, and you can do it. We'll talk more on this later. Thank you.